Subject, we absolutely back and better than ever. Repping the Psycho Pharma. Check the description or my about on my YouTube front page to use code Meatball for 20% off everything that you want to buy, whether it's this stringer or pre-workout, creatine, whatever you can think of. Protein, I'm sure they have it. Weight belts, shakers, etc. Anyways, my name is Joshua, and let's talk about the workout. So we're Raider 3, Week 12, Day 1, third time running Raider, a program created by Coach Paris Butler, aka Bald Omni Man. Check the description for that and download Boostcamp, and you can run Raider for free, just like I run Raider for free. It's out there. So week 12 is the end of the program, peak week, and at the end of Raider 3, I'm going to talk about it, wrap it up, compare it to 1, maybe 2, I don't know. And then we're going to go into Raider 4, and that's going to be a year's worth of running Raider, and that's when we'll do the big comparison. Anyways, big bench day, max set of 5, and, not disappointing news, but not what I wanted to do. I attempted 235 for 5. I had done 225 for 5 twice before, handled it pretty well. I was thinking to myself I could either try to do 230 or 235 for my RPE 10, and I attempted 235 and I only got 4 reps. Let's see it. Like I'm saying, I only end up getting 4 reps. You can't even see that there's 235 on here, but I swear after those 2 plates there's a little fiver. And you guys are going to witness me fail. This is failure, and that's why we come to the gym in the first place. It's to test the freaking limits. You wouldn't know unless you tried. Okay, and look at these absolute grinders aiming for RPE 10, committing absolute suicide going down for this rep, and it's just not there, And look at that, great spot. Everything's okay. Had to have the spotter come in and absolutely save me. Thank you, Jake. And then from there, I was like, okay, maybe I'll attempt the 230. And I only got 3 reps. I didn't even go to failure. I didn't even want to push it. Let's take a look. So here's me attempting to do 230 for 5. I don't know why I didn't edit this enough. Look at, I'm fucking around with my setup. Anyways, ignore that. Not using any lift off, just trying to get 5 reps. And then after that rep, I was like, okay, I might have this. After that rep, I was like, let's keep it going. And then this rep, I was like, no, there's no fucking way that I'm getting more. So I rack it. Last rep was just horribly shaky, but at least I got it up. Then for the back downs, I had done what I did on my last 225 workout, my last bench day 1 week ago. I did 190 for 5, 3 extra sets on the back downs. Controlled eccentric, pause at the bottom. Here's the last set. So this is the last set of my back down sets, working with 190 like I'm saying. So I had done 2 sets before this. I do 3 back downs, typically only 1 top set, but I was just attempting 2 because this is, that RPE 10 day. And there's Jake walking by. I don't need a spot because I have absolute confidence, moving it slow, pausing at the bottom, finishing strong. Love to see it. Great job. Definitely happy with the progress on bench throughout this running of Raider. I have been able to bench 225 before, but never have I repped it. So being able to rep out 5 reps or even doing 235 for 4 reps, that's huge for me. It's some strength that I've never seen before, and I'm really excited to see what I can do at the end of Raider 4. Going into the rear delt flies, last week with the 25-pound dumbbells, of the 3 sets I did in this order, 12, 10, and then 14. And then what I'm aiming for on reps or sets 2 and 3 is to match set 1 with myo reps. But because set 3 I did more than set 1, I just left it at 14. This week I was able to bring set 1 up to 15 reps. So on sets 2 and 3, I got 12 each time. And then I got 3 extra myo reps, except on the 3rd set, when I was doing that cluster set, resting at the bottom, I got 14 good ones, so 2 extra good ones after I had failed after 12. And then that 3rd one, that 15th one, I just could not get up. So love to see the effort. That was great. And speaking about effort, this is one that has been biting me in the ass. The preacher curl, still using 80 pounds. I've been flip flopping weeks. I've been getting 3 sets of 8, 2 sets of 8, last set 9, 2 sets of 8, last set 7. And I've just been fighting with this weight. So if this wasn't the end of Raider, then what I would say going into next week is just to lower it down to 70 pounds. Because obviously I'm doing something where I'm like, I'm using better form, or I'm going slower, or I'm whatever about it. I'm not improving, so gotta just take a step back and reassess. I'm not improving even though I'm gaining weight and stuff slowly over time. Not sure if you guys can see, am I filling up the frame more? But yeah, anyways, last week 3 sets of 8. This week, first 2 sets 8, last set 7. Again, I'm regressing, so I'm not sure what it is. I think I want to just go back to the 70. But going into my next running of Raider, we're probably going to switch this movement out. So it's fine. We'll figure it out. And like, I think the biceps are looking good. The vein is good. The size, the strength. Anyways, moving on. Next, we're doing the cable rope pull down, something that I want to keep in the program. So last week, I had done 3 sets with 50 pounds for 15. I had finally matched all of them up to 15 reps. Now, upping the weight by only 5 pounds, 55 pounds. The first set, my AMRAP was 16. That's what I set. And then aiming to get 2/3 of the reps on set 2, I got 11. And then the last third on set 3, I got 7. So set 3, I exceeded expectations, which was awesome. And I'm using the fat grips on this to get a little extra form work and just to, mix it up, get some variety, and it's a lot of fun. Moving on to the lateral raise. Previously, using the 25 pounds, we had taken a step back, okay, because of how I was kind of cheating the movement, bringing the traps into it, and I wasn't liking how it was feeling with my collarbone and making my traps super tight after workouts and stuff. I didn't even talk to you guys about that, but just how it's been making me feel. It's like, my God, my traps are just like fired up all the time, stiff. So I just need to relax, go for the higher reps. Like, it's a lateral raise, okay? Let's freaking take our time and let's build that lateral delt. So I had taken a step back using the 25-pound weights, and I've gotten to the point where I'm able to do 3 sets of 15 with the supersetting and the resting in between. So moving up to the 30-pound dumbbells, I wanted to make sure that setting my AMRAP, I was doing like mostly perfect reps or whatever. Like, I still had to try really hard, and people were using like the 20 and the 25, so I couldn't even like warm up the way that I really like to. But I just did like the 15s, and then I jumped to the 30s. And first set I got 8, second set 7, and last set 5. So I'm doing the same like AMRAP and then 2/3, 1/3 approach, and it went well. I think that my first set I could have done better if I had warmed up better, but it is what it is. Moving on to the push-ups, we're using the kettlebells now so we can get a deeper stretch, and it has been so much harder, which I'm loving, because regular push-ups I had just been smashing 2 sets of 20, and then the one time where I was like, okay, how good are these even for me? And I ended up doing like 80 with the allotted rest time that I'm supposed to be giving myself. Now that I'm doing the kettlebells, I'm getting my ass kicked. Okay, so last week, the first set 20, the last set 16. This week, I only improved it by 1. I matched 20 reps, rested for 2 minutes, then I got 17 reps. So overall, super good, super happy with how it went. Talking about the ab work, I did it all, unweighted, 3 pounds and then 5 pounds. And, it was tough. We're just trying to keep that, trying to avoid upper back rounding on the way up and keeping the weight behind the head. And then talking about the forearm isolation that I started doing at the end. Once I'm finished supersetting with my abs and I get to the lateral raises, then I'm doing some like wrist curls using the 60-pound barbell. And first set I got 12, second set 10, last set was like 8 or 9. So definitely need to keep using that 60-pound barbell. I would like to get to the point where I can do 3 sets of like 15, and I was able to do that with the 50 pounds, and so now 10 pounds heavier. It's giving me a little bit of trouble, but that's about all I have to share with you guys. Thank you so much for listening. Have a good one.